The 2026 Harley-Davidson Road King Classic has just stormed back into the spotlight, and riders across the world are asking the same electrifying question. Did Harley-Davidson just resurrect one of the most legendary touring cruisers ever built and make it even better? Because this isn't just another model year refresh. No, this feels like a statement from Harley-Davidson itself, a declaration that timeless American touring motorcycles are far from finished. The moment you see the Road King Classic roll into view, gleaming chrome reflecting sunlight, massive fenders framing the bike like a piece of rolling sculpture, you instantly understand why this motorcycle carries the word King in its name. But the real story doesn't begin with how it looks. It begins the moment that massive Milwaukee 8 engine fires to life, and the unmistakable Harley rumble echoes across the pavement. Because when the ignition comes alive, the 2026 Road King Classic doesn't just idle, it announces its presence. That deep, rhythmic V-twin pulse is the kind of sound that stops conversations in parking lots and turns heads at every intersection. It's mechanical music with attitude, and riders who've spent decades chasing the perfect cruiser soundtrack know exactly what they're hearing. This isn't synthetic noise piped through speakers or artificial tuning designed for show. This is raw Harley engineering breathing through polished pipes. And when you gently roll the throttle for the first time, you realize something else. This King isn't just about nostalgia. It moves with a smooth, commanding surge that feels powerful yet completely under control, like a locomotive pulling away from the station. Twist the throttle a little deeper and the Road King Classic reveals its true personality. The torque delivery is massive, effortless, and incredibly satisfying. The Milwaukee 8 power plant pushes forward with the kind of muscular pull that makes highway merging feel almost effortless. Riders describe it as a wave, an endless swell of torque that carries you forward without drama or hesitation. It doesn't scream like a sport bike or snap aggressively like a naked machine. Instead, it delivers pure, confident momentum, exactly the way a heavyweight touring cruiser should. The result is acceleration that feels relaxed, yet undeniably powerful, perfectly suited for long stretches of open highway, where the horizon becomes your destination. But here's where the 2026 Road King Classic becomes truly fascinating. Beneath all that retro styling, beneath the chrome nacelle, the wide handlebars, and the unmistakable cruiser silhouette, there's a chassis that feels far more refined than riders might expect. Harley-Davidson has spent years improving the touring platform, and the results show the moment the road begins to twist. The suspension feels planted and confident, absorbing bumps while keeping the bike composed through sweeping corners. Even though the Road King Classic carries serious touring weight, it never feels clumsy or sluggish. Instead, it glides across pavement with surprising poise, making riders forget they're piloting a full-size American cruiser. Comfort, of course, has always been one of the defining traits of the Road King name, and the 2026 version takes that philosophy even further. The seat feels like it was sculpted for marathon journeys, offering support that keeps riders relaxed mile after mile. Wide floorboards give your legs room to stretch, while the upright riding position feels natural and commanding. It's the kind of ergonomic setup that invites you to keep riding long after sunset. Riders often say the Road King doesn't just transport you, it encourages adventure, quietly whispering that maybe today's ride should stretch another 100 miles farther. Wind protection is another area where the Road King Classic surprises people. Unlike full-fairing baggers, this motorcycle embraces a cleaner, more traditional design, but with a detachable windshield that transforms the riding experience when the highway opens up. With the windshield in place, wind buffeting melts away, and the ride becomes calm and composed, even at higher speeds. Remove it, and suddenly the bike feels raw and stripped down again, giving riders that pure cruiser sensation of wind rushing past their shoulders. It's two personalities in one motorcycle, touring comfort when you want it, minimalist freedom when you don't. Then there's the visual presence of the Road King Classic, which might be its most powerful weapon. This motorcycle doesn't rely on futuristic styling or aggressive angles to capture attention. Instead, it leans into timeless design cues that have defined American cruisers for generations. The chrome shines with mirror-like brilliance, the fenders sweep elegantly over the wheels, and the iconic headlamp nacelle gives the bike a bold face that feels instantly recognizable. When parked beside modern machines filled with sharp edges and flashy graphics, the Road King Classic looks almost regal, like it belongs to a different era of motorcycling. Yet for all its heritage, the 2026 Road King Classic isn't stuck in the past. Harley-Davidson has carefully woven modern technology into the bike without disrupting its traditional charm. Rider Assist features quietly monitor traction and braking, stability systems help maintain control in tricky conditions, and subtle electronic upgrades make the bike easier to live with every day. The brilliance of Harley's approach is that most riders won't even notice these systems working in the background. They simply feel the result: smoother rides, better control, and confidence that the bike has their back when conditions change. And that's the real magic of the Road King Classic. It's a motorcycle that bridges two worlds. On one hand, it represents over a century of American cruiser heritage, a lineage of machines that define the open road dream. On the other hand, it benefits from decades of engineering progress that make modern motorcycles safer, smoother, and more capable than ever before. The 2026 model feels like the perfect balance between those philosophies. It respects tradition without being trapped by it. So the question every rider is asking now is simple: has the King truly returned? If early impressions are anything to go by, the answer might be yes. The 2026 Harley-Davidson Road King Classic doesn't just bring back a legendary name, it revives an entire style of riding. It reminds motorcyclists why big American cruisers captured imaginations in the first place. They weren't about speed records or track times. They were about freedom, presence, and the thrill of rolling across endless highways with nothing but the horizon ahead. And if the Road King Classic continues to evolve like this, its throne in the cruiser world might remain secure for many years to come.